Welcome to the End of Days Chronicles channel. Europe, an expansive continent, is populated by individuals. Have you ever contemplated the biblical beginnings of these European populations? Each European population possesses its own unique origin, and if you are interested in this topic, be assured that there is fascinating genealogical information accessible. Now, let us delve into the origins of the Caucasian European populations as described in the sacred scriptures. Join us for another installment of our video series titled The Origins of Peoples According to the Bible. Europe encompasses numerous countries, including Germany, Austria, Poland, Hungary, France, Italy, Romania, and many others. Were you aware that the sacred scriptures make mention of the origins of European populations? Biblical texts in Genesis, chapter 10, list the names of the ancestral forefathers of specific European populations. In the event that you were unaware, the sacred scriptures serve as sources that interpret these texts, considering the presented symbolism, origins, regions, and countries of characters and populations. When it comes to European populations, several are mentioned in the sacred scriptures, with a particular emphasis on the Greek and Macedonian populations, who are direct descendants of one of the sons of Japheth. From this, we can deduce that Japheth, according to ancient genealogies, Jewish interpretations, other books, and the general opinion of ancient Semitic populations, is regarded as the progenitor of Europeans. All of these sources point to Japheth, the son of Noah. The name Japheth carries meanings such as beautiful, pale, enlargement, or simply multiplication. Biblically, European populations are referred to as Japhethi peoples or Javan peoples. Linguistically, the European language family, which includes English, German, Russian, Ukrainian, and several others, is also known as the Japheth language family, in reference to the ancestor of European populations. The sacred scriptures discuss the forefathers of European populations in Genesis, chapter 10, as well as in the book of Chronicles. Within these texts, we find the lineage of Japheth, his 7 sons, and his grandsons. Through the names of Japheth's sons and grandsons, we can decipher the origins of ancient Europeans. In ancient times, the Israelites themselves referred to the European populations as Japhethites or Javanites, specifically in relation to the region of Greece. In the book of Genesis, we find the names of each of these children. Moving forward, I will now present you with the names of each of these individuals. The descendants of Japheth included Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. Gomer's sons were Ashkenaz, Riphat, Togarmah, and Togarmah. Javan had sons named Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. The biblical identification of Ashkenaz as an ancestor of the Germanic peoples remains a captivating and intriguing notion that continues to be acknowledged among Jews today. Ashkenazi Jews refer to regions, such as Germany and other Germanic areas, as Ashkenazic due to the belief that Ashkenaz is the progenitor of the Germanic peoples, including the Germans themselves. In addition to Ashkenaz, another biblical figure called Riphat is recognized as the forefather of the Celtic peoples. Based on ancient interpretations and the consensus among the Irish, who are direct descendants of the Celts, it is concluded that Riphat is the biblical ancestor of the Celts. Riphat, the son of Gomer and grandson of Japheth, is the progenitor of the Celtic peoples, also known as Celts. Various Celtic tribes spread across Europe trace their lineage back to Riphat, the son of Gomer and grandson of Japheth. Alongside the descendants of Riphat, we also encounter other sons of Japheth who are associated with European peoples or regions genetically connected to Europeans. For instance, the biblical text mentions Madai, believed to be one of the sons of Japheth, representing the nations that settled in the region of Iran, particularly the Aryan or Iranian peoples. In biblical terms, the people referred to as Medites are symbolized by the Medes and Persians, encompassing various ancient Persian ancestral groups. All of them trace their origins back to Madai, the son of Japheth. Another significant name in Genesis 10 verse 2 is Magog. Additionally, Tubal and Meshech are recognized as the ancestors of Russian, Ukrainian, and other Slavic peoples. The Slavic peoples are descendants of these 3 biblical figures. Scholars specializing in biblical genealogies and nations widely agree that Russia and Ukraine are the lands associated with Gomer and Magog, considering Tubal and Meshech as their biblical ancestors. It is crucial for us to grasp the apocalyptic prophecies mentioned in the book of Revelation, as well as in the Old Testament books of Daniel, Ezekiel, Isaiah, and other sacred texts. Gaining an understanding of the names and ancestors of each of these peoples holds great importance. For example, Magog, Javan, and Meshech are the biblical forefathers of the Slavic peoples. While Ashkenaz is the progenitor of the Germanic peoples, it is vital not to confuse them with the Slavic peoples. We have already uncovered the lineage of specific groups of European peoples who share genetic connections and all have European origins. Another captivating biblical figure mentioned in the sacred scriptures is Tiras, who is regarded as the ancestor of the Italian peoples due to the association with the Etruscans. The Etruscans are one of the ancestral groups of the ancient Italians. The ancient Romans, who descend from the Etruscans and other Javanite peoples, have an intriguing link to Javan, the son of Japheth. Javan not only gave rise to the Greek peoples but also to other related groups, although they themselves were not Greek. It is fascinating to observe the linguistic similarities in the names of Japheth's sons, despite variations influenced by Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic languages. These names bear striking resemblances despite the linguistic variations that emerged from the events at the Tower of Babel, where different languages originated due to human wickedness. According to biblical tradition, there is a tale that describes the existence of a common language known as the Edomite language, spoken by the first human beings who descended from Adam and Eve. However, today's world is characterized by significant linguistic diversity, with thousands of different languages spoken across the globe, each with its own unique history and evolution. An example of this linguistic evolution can be observed in modern Greek, the language spoken in Greece today. Modern Greek is a descendant of ancient Greek, which has been spoken for thousands of years since classical antiquity. Over time, Greek has undergone transformations and changes in its structure and vocabulary, resulting in its present form. Among the descendants of Javan, we encounter Elisha, identified as the ancestor of the Greek peoples. The similarity between Elisha and the term Hellenes is evident not only in English but also in Hebrew and, of course, the Greek language. Another son of Javan that arouses curiosity is Tarshish, frequently mentioned in the sacred scriptures. Tarshish is the forefather of the Tartessians, the original inhabitants of the Iberian Peninsula. The Portuguese and Spaniards are considered descendants of Tarshish, despite having other Japhethic ancestries and a mixture with Semitic peoples. Tarshish is described as the son of Javan and grandson of Japheth. Kittim, another son of Javan, is consistently associated with the island of Cyprus. Therefore, the Cypriots are descended from Kittim, one of Javan's sons. The fourth son of Javan is referred to as Dodanim, although some believe that there may have been a transcription error and that he is actually Rodnam or simply Doranim, due to linguistic differences. Dodanim is considered the ancestor of the Dardanoi, an ancient Trojan people. While there are many more stories and biblical identifications concerning these characters and their origins, I will save them for future videos in the series. The next video will explore the origins of Asian peoples according to the Holy Scriptures. In summary, European peoples are direct descendants of Japheth and are referred to as Japhetic peoples. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you abundantly.